Both Guild Wars 2 and Skyforge start up PvP challenge leagues for nice prize pools. Warframe launches the second Dream update. Elsword talks about the prelude to an epic Season 2, and oh my god, what is this? A new shooter? What's happening, guys? James Ballon here with MMOHuts.com with a quick weekly recap for MMO news and announcements for the week ending December 7th, 2015. And starting out the news this week, we've got Figther Online introducing the Kunoichi, the third thief subclass, along with its first awakening, the Izunabi. According to the lore, the Kunoichi blends the magic of the Suju with traditional Dark Elven magic for a unique combat style, possessing various fire-based attacks. Hence the name of Act 7, The Girl on Fire. Other than the teaser trailer, Neopal released a silly live-action trailer showcasing the Girl on Fire, or at least breathes fire via Adobe After Effects. If you want a simple breakdown of the abilities, I guess you can rely on this trailer, but beyond that, level 50 players can awaken as the Izunabi, allowing them to eventually summon a forbidden shuriken that essentially clears the screen with, a massive explosion. Check out the new trailer and teasers at the site post, otherwise the update is already live in-game. On a similar note, just like they did already with the Cannoneer and Shadow Hunter, Devilian released a class spotlight showcasing the Evoker. Capable of commanding the elements beyond the laws of nature, this class specializes in control, assault, and burst abilities. With fire, she's able to create AoE explosions that push enemies away. With ice, she can freeze enemies on the spot to control the battlefield, and with lightning, she's able to chain generate mana, all for a basis of the various elements she can use. In her Devilian form, she can go beyond that to manipulate space and time, so she's pretty much got everything covered. The new video here goes into detail on the Evoker class abilities. As for the game itself, it just completed its open beta. Head start for those who purchased Founders Packs begins tomorrow, December 8th, and the game officially launches on Thursday, December 10th. Next up, now that Albion Online is in closed beta, the developers plan to have a regular stream of updates coming to the game that will all continue to improve existing elements and provide new content, and it's already time for the first one of these updates. The first update, expected to launch by the end of this week, will bring often requested quality of life improvements to Albion Online. For example, right-click force to move. Didn't know that wasn't already in the game. A combat mode toggle that will prevent your character from accidentally harvesting or looting in combat, not to mention an easier way to tell if you're still considered in combat, and plenty more. In addition to the improvements, the content added in this update expands on the PvE aspect of the game by adding in 3 new Keeper-themed dungeon types that features 3 new mob types and 3 new bosses. Plus, they've started to add in some festive holiday items and decorations as well. Also last week, KOG Games announced the prelude to Season 2 in Elsword that ushers in a lot of changes and upgrades to the game. I didn't realize there was a Season 1, so I guess that means it's been going on for 4 years now? Well, our version anyway. Season 2 is going to bring in new starting areas for each one of the characters, along with new individualized tutorials designed to better tell the story for each character and how they came to meet each other. Not to mention the revamps to the characters themselves, the revamps to the raid boss system, allowing you to know which raid boss is spawning, when and where. And with that, they've also introduced a brand new raid boss. GM Mashup and GM Crow provide a nice overview of just some of the changes coming, talking about the new raid boss and character revamps, but one additional detail that they didn't talk about is that Elsword Season 2, the characters are getting English voiceovers, so players can choose their original Korean voices or switch over to the new English voices, which is definitely a nice feature in my opinion. So needless to say, lots of changes are coming to the game, so keep up to date with Elsword Season 2 at MMOHuts.com as we continue to gather more information from KOG Games. Next up, ArenaNet announced last week that the first Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns PvP League season has begun, thanks to the launch of a new update which allows even the most casual of players to rise to an elite level of competitive play. To start off the season, players of all skill levels are invited to play their way through 6 divisions ranked from Amber to Legendary, winning gold items, titles, achievements, and ranking the entire way through, with an ELO rating determining who tops the charts. The ELO rating will of course degrade over time, so only the most dedicated and skilled players within prestigious guilds will prosper over the course of the 7-week season. From there, the top 2 teams in the Guild Challenger League will be able to win promotion to the Pro League and join the other top 8 existing teams for a chance to win a slice of a $200,000 prize pool in the ESL Guild Wars 2 Pro League Championship. So if you think you have what it takes, you and your guildmates better get started now. On a similar note, Skyforge kicked off its first Pantheon Wars PvP season, and for the next 3 months, the strongest Pantheons in the game will battle it out for plenty of prizes. The victor will decide what benefits arise for the entire server, while the players themselves contribute to the growing prize pool, which currently sets at $16,740, which is not bad. It's not $200,000 like with Guild Wars 2 Pro League, but it's definitely a good start. Anyway, in the wars, players can expect global skirmishes, dangerous PvE challenges, and of course plenty of PvP battles. They've got special contribution sets for players to purchase to help push the prize pool, similar to the way Smite has done in the past. These packs cost you about $2 and offer a range of items including costume and headwear, unique titles, and useful consumables. Check out the new trailer and pick up more information through the site post at MMOHuts.com. Well, it looks like Dragomon Hunter is starting to pick up the pace. In a recent update, the game now features 2 new locations to host PvP battles, one of which, cleverly called the Final Frontier, will hold the massive 300 vs 300 clashes. The other location, Dragon Rider's Vale Arena, offers traditional 5-on-5 combat, but the Final Frontier is highly competitive, as you can probably imagine. 2 teams go head-to-head in this, and the points they collect in the heat of battle will allow players to add to their collection of imposing war mounts, which can be ridden exclusively in the Final Frontier. So that's what we saw in the trailer before. A little deceiving if you ask me. Now, if PvP isn't your thing, the recent update also added in the Sovereign Terror, a powerful raid boss that drops rare items, including a very special mount. To add to that, the new Crabdillo dungeon, that sounds weird, is now open to players level 48 or higher. So yeah, fairly decent sized update introducing brand new content to the game. As a reminder, and seeing that they have yet another video out, Tera's newest class, the Brawler, is releasing tomorrow, December 8th. Inmass Entertainment recently updated the teaser site after releasing the knockout videos I showed you guys in last week's recap. The new video you see playing here is basically a full overview version of the initial teaser, set up very similar to the Gunner overview video released just before that class launched. To sum things up, the Brawler is an offensive dynamo with exceptional tanking capabilities, of course heavy armor, and massive power fists that both dish out and block incoming damage, so basically can't be touched. Pretty cool class overall, very entertaining to see in action to say the least. Keep an eye out to the giveaway section at MMOHuts.com. We might just have something for you guys later on this week. Also, as a reminder, registration is open for Black Desert's first closed beta, which is set to start up on Wednesday, December 16th and last through the 22nd. Registration will remain open until December 9th, so if you haven't signed up yet, you've got a day or so, depending on when you hear this. Once the sign-up is closed, Dom will announce when the players can start downloading the game before the closed beta start date, which is definitely a nice thing, seeing that the game is freaking huge. It's like a 60 gig download. Maybe not so much. There are plenty more features available for the closed beta that weren't included in the alpha test, including some customization options, like I figured there might be, 30 new skin tones, 40 new hair colors, new beards, and a bald option for male characters, just to name a few. Lots of improvements otherwise, such as improved balance of character classes, improved weather cycles, fully localized English text, and a much requested walking mode. Sign up from the official website or head over to the site post for even more information about the closed beta. Next up, Alliance of Valiant Arms introduces hide and seek mode as a nod to the very popular prop hunt from Gary's mod. If you've ever experienced Prop Hunt, it offers hours of fun with friends, and if you haven't experienced it, well, the new video here shows just how entertaining it can be. So seeing that it's available for free with AVA, it'll be that much easier for friends to hop in and try it out, without going through Gary's mod. This has been available in other regions for a little while now, but the new update goes live for the Western version of the game tomorrow, December 8th. As I started to mention last week, Warframe's highly anticipated update, The Second Dream, is now live. Update 18, adding the first cinematic quest, a brand new Warframe, Ivara, new weapons, and of course a lot more than that. Ivara is an archer-themed Warframe who uses her quiver to cycle through and shoot one of 4 types of tactical arrows. She's got a cloak arrow that cloaks and shields allies from attacks, the dashwire arrow that fires a zip line, very cool. Slumber arrow induces a quick nap on the target, and noise arrow creates a sound distraction to attract enemies to the impact site. And that's just one feature. The rest is equally badass. The new main storyline cinematic quest, known as The Second Dream, reveals a long-forgotten secret, a secret that cuts to the heart of what it means to be a Tenno. The new tile set introduced in this update is the Orokin Moon, I think I'm saying that right, which of course comes complete with mysteries and new enemies. Believe me when I say what I just told you guys is only scratching the surface of this update, so head over to the site post listed in the description below for more details on the new update and the new Warframe. Plus, you're going to want to check out the giveaway again. Looks like we've got more keys for you guys. But speaking of badass, check this out. What you're seeing here is a newly announced Moba from Epic Games, designed for the PC and PS4, running on the Unreal 4 engine. And I've got to say, the game looks unreal. What you're seeing here is alpha footage, not a cinematic. According to their official site, the game is set up just like your traditional MOBA, 5v5, 3 lanes, jungles, minions, towers, and cores, but adds the third-person experience, like Smite, along with some verticality, with the card system progression like Paladins, and oh yeah, really nice looking visuals. The game is called Paragon, and the new site lays it down pretty straightforward. You can sign up for beta already and check out both the cinematic and gameplay trailer. Honestly, this looks like there's absolutely no way it could be bad. And finally, for the last bit of news, Tom Clancy's EndWar Online officially launched into open beta this past week. This game is a tactical strategy MMO with RTS battles, headquarter and army management systems, and community-based wars, all set in a browser-based game. Kind of interesting. Choose between 3 factions, engage in single-player missions, or put your skills to the test in PvP. Now, I've got to say, it's been a little while since I've seen an RTS/empire building game that looks as interesting and as nice as this one does, especially on the browser. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Red Alert or CNC Generals. Might be worth a shot. Either way, the game is now in open beta, ready for anyone to try free-to-play. Anyway, guys, that's about it for all the free-to-play and MMO news this week. Like always, if you're looking for more information regarding the news featured in the recap, check the links in the description below. Otherwise, get all the latest news about your favorite free-to-play games at MMOHuts.com. Feel free to discuss the news in the comments below and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.